Hi everyone, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Happy Sunday night. Happy Sunday night, everyone. Um, I hope that you will get notification and will be able to join. I'm a little bit late for the live show, but the message is still relevant. I want to wish everybody a good. I hope you all had a good weekend and having a wonderful Sunday night. Sunday night. Relaxing. I hope you all had a relaxing weekend. As everybody gathers, I want to make a little announcement real quick. I can't wait for our drawing party. Probably it will happen in a few days because my supplies had not arrived yet. So therefore, we'll have to wait a little bit, which is good because for this kind of party, I want to have my energy super high and I want to have fun. So I will announce it ahead of time so you will know where to join. Just to remind you, that is a little. It's gonna be a little drawing with all kinds of sweet little rewards for you guys. Hi everyone! I'm trying to find a filter. How about this one? I'm gonna be all angelic. Hi everybody, welcome, welcome. I know you. I told you I'll be live today. I wasn't sure about it. Welcome. Hi Ron. Hi Terry. Hi Bill. Hi Steven. So anyway, I hope you got my point. So once I'm ready, I will make an announcement and you will know what life to not miss because all of you who were dedicated and genuinely supporting the channel, you're gonna be recognized. I believe the everything should be ready by midweek this coming week. So it's funny because in United States, Sunday is the first day of the week. In Europe, Monday is the first day of the week. So I say next week because tomorrow is Monday. But in American standard, next week is already now. So anyway, I just want to let you know I did not forget and we're gonna go and we're going to have a good time. And I hope you will all be able to join. So today I have a topic for you that I would like to address, and it's a very important topic. So I hope you listen, and we have a great discussion tonight. So the topic is: don't ever make a sacrifice for your relationship that you cannot afford, and you will regret for that reason. Once again, don't ever make a sacrifice for your relationship that you can't afford. If something will not work out, you cannot afford, you will forever regret, so on and so forth. Okay? It is very important to understand your risks. It's very important to understand that nothing is guaranteed. And also, when you decide to go for certain things, you want to take an action, if you have condition attached to it, you need to verbalize it. For example, some of you, many of you actually watched my conversation with Michael Mordison, excuse me, and we talked about gifts. So we talked basically about that in the first, when you just getting to know somebody, you don't need to impress them with some huge gifts, right? When you just get to know somebody, just relax, have a good time, courtship and all of that. But today I want to talk about when it's time to invest, because Ukrainian lady will see you as a serious person when later on, when you get to know each other, when there is a level of commitment, she will expect, not even expect, she will look for, she will take you seriously if you will make certain plans if you will invest your time and effort. And also, as in Ukrainian culture, it is true that you support your lady. So once she is committed to you, or you have something serious going on, you do take part in certain material aspects as well. So today I want to talk with you about how to never regret what you do, how to not be one of these guys who hop on a live show and tell, oh my god, I wasted $3,000, I wasted $5,000, oh she scammed me, oh she did this, she did that. First of all, I want to remind you that when you give somebody something, it's a free will. Once again, everything you do, it's a free will. So do not do something you cannot afford. Do not do something, give something, invest something that you wanted back. Do not do something for the lady that you will hold against her. That do not give her some, do not invest in her financially and expect something back from her, as a payment, as a form of payment. And if you want to do that, you need to make it, it's not going to be a gift, it's going to be an exchange. And if you want to do that, you need to verbalize that. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? It's not exactly unconditional love, Bill. It's kind of like a situation where, if you, okay, if you want to support, let's say you want to support the lady you are engaged with, she's in Ukraine, this is COVID-19, whatever, you want to help her. There is no unconditional love between men and women, let's just be honest. Unconditional love is between you and your dog, or you and your child, okay? When you meet somebody, love is conditional. But when you do something for someone that you really want to do, even if nothing will work out, if you really wanted to do that, you will never regret. Once again, if you have a lady that you admire, maybe you are in the mid stage, it's not early stage, you are not engaged yet or something like that, but she is really very, very special for you, and you just really don't care what's going to happen. You are happy for an opportunity to do something amazing for her. You basically feel happy to be alive, to meet this woman, okay? And you feel the trust and you feel the joy, and this is not her idea. Oh please, I need last MacBook Air, or I need a new fur coat or something like that. That is your idea. It could be something completely different. It could be a different item or thing or investment, whatever it is. If that is your idea, if this is something that you want to do no matter what, imagine that you will never get nothing back, okay? Except for thank you, all right? Except for her smile and thank you. Once again, imagine you're not gonna get anything back, except for smile on her face and thank you. If that is okay for you, if that is enough, then do it. If that is not enough, keep it. I'm gonna say this again, once again. If her smile and her gratitude and her positive emotions are not good enough for you, keep it. Keep it. Don't do it. And this way you will never regret. This way you will never regret, and you will never be hopping on my live shows and saying, oh, I did this, I did that, and she is so bad, and all and all and all and all. So when you have a genuine desire to do something, do you always need a payback? You do not have guarantee on people's feelings, on their behaviors. You don't know what you're going to get back. You may have certain, not may, you always have an intuition inside of you. You always have certain feel about the person. And when you want to do something, when you are looking to do something for her, that is a sign that probably you have something more than just very surface relationship. Because a lot of men who reach out to me, they feel very tense and anxious about. Just a moment, guys. I'm white, but I'm not that white. Okay. Okay, I will be a Snow White again. Anyway, so when you have that inner desires, that inner drive to do things, you have them for a reason. When once again men reach out to me and they feel uneasy, they are anxious, they're worrying, I have a simple decision for you. Don't do it. Don't send the money, don't commit, don't take the trip. If you feel uncomfortable, if you have that feeling in your body, you really, oh, this is comfortable. If you really do not want to do that, do not do it. Do you guys realize that you don't need to do anything against your will? Anything, it also means that you don't have enough of trust yet, and maybe she's just not the one for you. I'm gonna say this again. She maybe not be the one for you, because when you have a desire to do something, you're gonna find every single opportunity to do that, and you're gonna be happier about that than she is. I'm gonna say this again. When you do something for the right person, you know it, you feel it, you're gonna be happier than she is, because you are super excited. When you make somebody a gift, when you do something special for somebody, that's always a gift for two, because it is gift for the person, and it also give you an incredible amount of joy. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you today. So do not sacrifice something you cannot afford. Do not sacrifice something you really do not want to give, right? Do not give something that you will regret. Like, let's say, you have like a family, maybe some family, jewelry that comes from generation to generation. If that is only for somebody, but you don't feel it, don't give it, don't do it. Do you guys understand? I'm going to read some of your comments. I have more aspects to the sacrifice, and they are no less important, but I'm going to take the material one first. I don't recall having very many regrets doing certain things. Sometimes I want to tell you something, people will disappoint you. Some of the ladies gonna get the gift and say goodbye, so you have to understand that you're doing it for you. As long as you understand that whatever good things you do in life, you're doing that for them less, you're doing it for your own happiness and satisfaction. Do you understand that? You Whatever beautiful things we do for others, in the first place, they are serving us. They are serving us. A lot of people that doing good things, they enjoy them. And those people who do not really enjoy it, but they're trying to get something, they're trying to give gifts or whatever rewards or whatever monetary things. Some people do that only to manipulate you, only to hold you hostage, and said, I give you this, in 1999, remember? And what do you think? Pay me back or whatever. Some people will be very generous only to get you on a hook. Some people will do it to manipulate you and to hold you hostage, basically. So ladies, if you're watching me, be careful when somebody offers you something. If you don't trust that person, sometimes it's not a bad idea to ask directly. So that's a beautiful gift or beautiful offer, but I don't know if I can take it. Or you can, man, when you offer something to somebody, and this is just you kind of in the medium stage, you know the person, you really admire, like, and trust them, make sure that you make it clear that there are no strings attached. And if they are attached, tell her exactly what it is. Do you understand? Tell her exactly what it is. It's okay. Some people make trades, and some people are very successful at making trades. Just tell her what that is, so she knows what she owes you. Okay? Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much for the generous support, as always, for the channel. And Bill is coming with a message. Never ever regret a genuine gift. You are just bright like that, okay? That's right. I don't know if you're talking about me or if somebody else, but I would say, I'm gonna say this again. Never ever regret a genuine gift. Because if you regret, that's you defeat the purpose. And if you can't afford it, keep it. If you struggle to pay your own mortgage, but you send in a huge amount of money or small amount of money, but it hurts you cannot afford it, and you worrying that girl is not honest or whatever. Don't do that. Simple. Do not do that. That's all. If, once again, what's kind of fun is that, imagine you have a child, you have a child and you're doing all the things for the child, and then you grab the child like this and say, I did this for you, I did that for you, how you dare. It's just like, if you're gonna send somebody on a guilt trip, if you're gonna try to manipulate somebody, there is no point. Keep it, save it, make sure you are good. This is go way beyond the financial and monetary things, and we're about to get to dive in. So never make a sacrifice that will hurt you, will leave you disappointed, okay? I'm gonna read your comments right now. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hi, Yelena. Yelena is saying, preach it, guys. She's right. Well, thank you, Yelena. You probably know something as a woman. You should know some things that I'm talking about, right? Oh, thank you, Bill. Bill is saying, talking about you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I agree with your message once again. If you regret a gift or a gesture, it never was genuine. If you expect something in return, it's not a gift. It's a trade. It's a service exchange. It's not a gift, okay? Okay, I'm gonna read what Jim is saying. When you love unconditionally, you even give love hoping you will be loved in return. That is not unconditional, Jim. This is what you guys get wrong every single time. If you hoping you will get loved in return, like, this is the whole point. It's not unconditional, okay? Because you hope that you will be loved in return. But you should want the other person to be happy, even if it doesn't include you. That is a good concept, and you should, first of all, you need to want yourself to be happy, even if it doesn't include them. I'm gonna say this again. You should want yourself first to be happy, even if it doesn't include them. And the otherwise is true. Vice versa is as well. I want to tell you, I want to debunk this myth once and forever. There is no unconditional love between men and women, okay? I will say this again, my tagline. There is no unconditional love. If tomorrow your wife call cops on you, if she will do something to you, if she will sleep with your friend, you will not love her unconditionally. You will want her out of your life and far away, and you will want to forget you ever been with her, because that's called betrayal, and that stuff hurts as hell. And if you have any self-preservation, if you have any self preservation mechanism, if you have any self-esteem, you will not want to deal, you will say yes, sure, but you will want you out of it, right? Same as women, we love you, um but you do earn, you do. As a man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, women never love you just because, never. They love you because you earn their trust, you earn their love, you show um you show who you are. The moment you will stop taking care of them, loving them, supporting them, the moment that happens, they didn't fall in love with that. Love is very, very conditional. I would say the only unconditional love is between mother and her child. Sometimes between father and their child. Men are a lot easier to move on from the woman and even the kids. I really don't know how somebody does it. I cannot imagine that, but I cannot experience another gender. So I'll leave it at this. Also, of course, many men have very love their children unconditionally as well. But guess what? Who always takes the main responsibility generally all over the world? You don't see a whole bunch of men sitting home with kids, okay? This is just nature intended this, because if the woman gone, the child most likely will be dead, okay, in the early on. But this video is not about this. You love your dog, you love your cat. With relationships, it's totally different. The moment the other person violates you, you no longer love them, period. You may feel needy, you may feel vulnerable, you may have low self-esteem, but you no longer love them. Well, this is different, Jim. Exactly. You see, Jim is saying, I politely disagree. I had unconditional love with my late wife. It took 20 years, ups and downs to get there. Well, that is a little bit different. When you are with somebody 20 years, they becoming like your arm, when you are growing closer. Sometimes you can be married for 20 years, but you growing apart. Somebody had that experience when you are with somebody for a very, very long time, but you're dying inside and you are growing apart. It sounds like with your wife, the more you were together, the more you were getting close. So that unconditional love is basically your relative. That happens, but it's 20 years. Okay? It's 20 years, you basically becoming relatives for real. You almost like blood relatives at this point. So there are always exceptions, but what I'm talking today about, I'm talking about when you are in a new relationship. Okay, that's what I mean today. You are in a new relationship, and there's gonna be nothing unconditional there. And I hate to say this, guys, I am personally as romantic of a person as it gets, and it's kind of it's even hard to admit, because I always, just like most of you, I always believe in best in people, but I've learned to start looking out for myself better. And I believe that in life you're gonna hit the door gonna hit you till you finally get it. All right? So if you can't afford something, guys, if you can't afford we're talking about financial part first. I want to take it out of the way, especially that we have Bill on the call. So we need to take the financial part first. So don't ever invest in a lady something that you going to want her to return you. You expect certain feedback, you expect something. If it's hard for you, if you're gonna starve, you can't afford it, don't do it. Great Solution by Veronica Olsen from You Sunday Night Live. Remember, I want my voice to go to pop in your head, and if you feel uncomfortable, what kind of gift of that? When you want to do something for somebody, you are excited. You are probably more excited than the person who is about to receive it. It's true. So keep that in mind, and we're gonna go to the second part of this. You can never go wrong with a genuine gift, with whatever genuine thing you want to do. You can never go wrong with that, okay? I'm gonna read a few more comments, and we're gonna go to a very important second part of this video. By the way, I do not plan to stay today for 2 hours or even hour and a half, so let's try to keep it under an hour, because I just really have been getting a little overworked or something like that, overexhausted. Oh. Hi everyone. Well, thank you for joining. Thank you for the kind words. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Paris. Let's see. Somebody sent me a money question. Let me ask the last money question. She asks for more. 30,000 low cost living in Ukraine. What? First of all, I don't know who you're talking to. So if you're talking to me, don't forget to put my name in the message, because I don't like to get into other people's conversations. Guys, when is gonna be the day when you're actually gonna put your name in the chat? Okay, I'm gonna say somebody. Somebody is saying, "Hi, I'm supporting her with 30,000 grivna a month in this quarantine, but I don't like her to ask me for more money." Okay, so how I can help you? Don't. If you listen to anything I'm saying, I don't know what part of your okay, what part of what I just mentioned is not understandable? It does seems like a lot, and it sounds pretty bad. It's about $1,000, which is a lot of money. But listen, I don't know your relationship. I don't know how you know her. So if you want to pick my brain for just you will have to invest a little bit in that. So you can reach out to me personally, and I can help you. You probably not doing the best for yourself, because it's sounds kind of sketchy already. But if you invest that much, and you are lost, you may have to invest a little bit more to see if you are going the wrong direction, which looks like you are already. So even if you want to order my service or talk to me, I can tell you already it doesn't sound right. Okay? And watch my previous video with Michael Mortensen. We talked about gifts. And you will learn all about asking. I'm gonna say this again. When you have some very serious investment in investments in somebody, if you cannot discern, if you have difficulties to figure things out, I cannot go over everything without knowing all the details and all of that. Okay, and if you have a weird nickname, I'm gonna call you somebody, okay? Anyway, let's go back. Thank you, Lance. Thank you so much. I promise I will keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I like the. That's me today. That's the perfect sticker. It's perfect sticker for today. Thank you. Let's see. Somebody asking me, Veronica, how can I pick a dating site? Oh, um, you should send me an email and tell me what you're looking for, and I may be able to recommend you something or send you somewhere. Okay. I would like to stay on the topic a little bit. What? All right. I see things are going south over here, so I'm gonna keep with my topic. People come with all kinds of ideas. Uh, Terry is saying, wise men say only fools rush in. No, actually, I think that, when you rush in, you just need to assess your risks and understand that nothing is guaranteed. If you enjoy it, it's worth it. I love this saying, I would rather live 1 year um, I would rather live 1 year with a person that truly loved me than entire life, with a psycho. Sometimes life is unpredictable, but life is always unpredictable. But I don't think it's. I don't think you are a fool, but you have to realize that you will not get a guarantee or a stamp. You need to realize, love it, enjoy it now, and understand that it is what it is. It's an investment. If you're so afraid, just don't even start it. Oh, I feel like I opened another box of worm or another can of worm tonight. I get patient. No, I don't get patient. I get passionate about this. I just hope that you will be able to hear me. Listen, if you truly love somebody, if you really enjoy their company that much, you have to understand that one day you may or may not have it. So that's just what it is. Yeah, change your names and put your face. Okay? I don't talk to dogs and flowers and things like this. Okay. By the way, I love that song, Terry. It's one of my favorite songs, especially when Elvis Presley sings it. And don't get me wrong, there are some most beautiful things are crazy. And I'm not saying not to do those things. What I'm trying to tell you, enjoy them. But don't expect payback. Yes, you want to develop trust. You want to develop all these things. But don't expect that somebody will pay you back. A lot of men, they keep investing and they send money to the ladies they had never met, and then they upset, and then they crush um my live streams, and they are all emotional. We don't do emotional over here for men. I'm trying to focus on the other things. Okay, let's go to the second part. Something very important. You can invest in a lady as your trust grows. When your trust is growing, you earning her trust by showing that she matters to you. Okay? But trust between both of you built over time. We already talked about it, right? Trust between both people built over time. Okay, sorry. It built over time. You can just meet somebody and the next day, oh, I trust you, I love you. You know that's a lie, right? So as you build your trust, you can gradually start doing more. Just make sure you feel good about it. If you have this tingly feeling, if you're uncomfortable, consult with somebody. How is that you're afraid to spend a couple $100 on somebody who may help you to understand something, but you are not afraid to spend thousands upon thousands upon thousands plus many years to just realize that it wasn't real and it was a scam? And I'm not saying that you should ask me. Maybe you have another person that you trust. Maybe you have somebody that you know that they understand that kind of thing. Don't feel that, oh, how about my pride? I'm the man. I know everything. No, you don't. Men are not very good overall with relationships things. Men are not always great with picking up emotional cues. And that is okay, because generally you have a different purpose, and sometimes those things, they are more subtle. So don't afraid, not hopping on a live show, when I have bunch of other people and messages, and I can't really go and take the whole entire live show about one person, but find a time, connect with me, connect with somebody else, whoever else you like and trust, and go through this before you spend 3 years and tens of thousands of dollars and broken heart. Do your research. If you have doubts, if if things are uneasy, make sure that you do some groundwork. I would even say, if things are uneasy, don't do it. You don't have as high intuition as us ladies do, but you do have your gut. And if you're not sure about something, don't try to fix it with investing more and more and more. No, you have to figure out what is going wrong, okay? So let's go to the second part, everyone. I know everybody's concerned about money, but there are some things that are even more important than money, and that is time. What happens when you sacrifice your life plans? What happens when you have something that really, really meaningful for you, and you adjust your plans because of the other person? I'm gonna say this again. I need some hairspray. I'm gonna say this again. I need some hairspray. So, well, it was a nice day out, so, oh well. Uh, what happens when you have something major? Maybe you have an important move in your career. Maybe you want to make a move. You actually want to move somewhere. For us ladies, very often in relationships, we can be attached to a man who is not even free. We can be attached to a man that shows mixed signals, but we have something very important. Maybe we want to become a mother. Maybe we want to have the child. Terry. Oh my goodness. All right. Maybe some of us need a hairspray fund. Oh my goodness, I can't. Thank you. Yes, we're getting some high quality. Well, we don't use cheap quality over here, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Terry. That is super sweet. And hey, I had I told you life ain't perfect, so you all stop laughing, okay? Thank you so much. I promise I will have a nice hairspray next time. Well, guess who was in the woods today? Thank you. Thank you for that. So, what happens when you okay, let's try to focus. We'll laugh again and I will thank all of you again in the back in the end of the video, okay, for helping and supporting the channel. So, when you have maybe you have ladies usually have a major goal. Very often ladies want to become a mother. Sometimes you meet somebody you love later in life, and sometimes you meet somebody when children are out of the question, right? It's you are in that time when it's not about children anymore. But what to do if the man you love kind of have you on the hook? So he kind of tells you that so the let's say the lady wants to have that child, okay, and she and the man doesn't, or he says, well, I have this career right now, I need 5 years, I don't want to be involved with kids. And by the time his career is over or that thing is over, he also maybe have another woman. And this lady, guys, please listen attentively, and this lady missed out on something she wanted the most. I'm gonna say this again. So this lady, let's say she has 5 to 7 years of good time when she could have a child, in this particular relationship. Of course, there is more like 20 years when you can have a child, but or even more. But and this man tells you, no, let's wait, let's like, I have this career, I want to move to another country, I have my business, maybe I have my duty, my service, whatever's going on. So she holds it, even though that is super important to her, she holds it, and then he decides to leave her anyway. So she runs out of time to do what she wanted to do, and he found another woman anyway. I can't really find another relevant example. I mean, I guess I could, but it's not the point. I want you to understand that this lady, let's say, she made such a huge sacrifice, and there is no guarantee that in 5 years he will want it, and he may even leave. So could she really afford the sacrifice? I'm gonna see who was listening to me when I'm talking. Could she, this lady we are talking about, that have to wait for something very important and then it's not happening in the beginning before it all started, could she really afford the sacrifice? Having completely different goals than her husband has or her man has. No, she could not afford it, because in case if this falls through, she doesn't have a backup. She doesn't have a backup. Like, let's say she met him later, and a little bit later, she maybe at the time when she have some time left, but not too much time left. You need to have a backup plan. Same as financially, if you send everything to her to Ukraine and you don't have money to pay your bill or your rent, this is not about adoption, Lance. This is just an example. When you have something, you have a burning desire for something. I just put woman's desire to have children because that's a burning desire for real, okay? And it has limitations on when you can make certain things happen. So if the woman try to justify this, she gonna live every day in these 5 years. If that's what she really wants, she gonna live in pain. No, it's fine, Lance. He denies her desire, but she does it to herself. She does this to herself. Okay? Because he tells you clearly, I do not want this, and she really wants it. So she goes for the sacrifice that she cannot afford because there is no backup plan left. And it's not even if you have time, it's not like, you're gonna go out of this relationship and just, okay, this, and just, just next day you are married to somebody else. It takes time to do the right decision. It takes time for the right person to connect with you. It's not always happening the next day. So basically what I'm trying to say, if your goals are too different, okay, if your goals are contradicting, and if your partner actually tells you the truth that this is crucial for you, but for them it's not only not crucial, they do not want to do it, do not commit to that relationship. You're gonna be hurt and disappointed. I'm gonna say this again. Most likely you're gonna be hurt and disappointed because you sacrifice more than you can afford. Okay? You sacrifice more than you can afford. For men, I don't know what that would be for men. I don't know what make equal. You guys help me. What could be similar for men? Something that the lady comes along. I would say probably if she gives you mixed signals and you have a plan, you want to start the K1 visa, you want to get her to US, and she maybe keeps denying it, or she says later, later, later. You have to understand, guys, each time you sacrifice, and you can't afford that sacrifice, you can't afford the plan B, that it won't work out, do not do it. Find a better situation for yourself. I think the example with the lady is probably the best because you can't turn back time. She may be beautiful, she may be gorgeous, but she can't go back in the time that some man stole from her. I'm sharing this because in my culture, in Ukrainian culture, I'm gonna tell you something on this video. A lot of men do not tell the truth, and when they meet a young lady, they tell, oh yes, sure, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, but very often they are married. A lot of Ukrainian women, without even knowing it, falling in love with a married man. And guess what? Having a child, and then when they realize that he is married, how do you have a child from a married man? It's a whole different BS. And men say, oh, wait 5 years, wait 10 years, wait till this person graduates, wait. And guess what? A lot of times, one day women, wake up and she's 43 years old and it's too late. I know some women here who are deep into their 40s and they having kids, but they are not in US, and it depends on people's health. So you see, the other person not gonna be watching out for you. I want you to understand this. This is actually for ladies and for men. If you are maybe getting a little bit older as a man, you don't want to be flying till you're 90 years old to Ukraine. You want to have somebody that's actually want to settle down with you, and the lady is not, she's not showing, she's not following up your behavior. You have to understand, if you invest more and more time, you keep yourself with from meeting somebody else, and you give the sacrifice that you cannot afford. Okay, thank you guys so much. I see that I have some bright colors. Thank you, Jim. I will have a cup of tea. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I will have a cup of tea after this conversation. I hope you guys are listening attentively. And thank you, Bill. Ah! Bill is saying I'll cover the taxes for the hairspray. Thank you. Guys, I can't wait till we are still on a lockdown over here. I can't wait to be able to go and do some shopping. I mean, that's crazy. Summer's here. It's time to try some new clothes and such. even though I wouldn't say, well, listen, golden rule number 3: women never have anything to wear, okay? You can have full closet of clothes, but you never have anything to wear. I know it's a mystery for most men, but we never have anything we need. So, oh, I was thinking about to come live tonight or not, but I know it's been a tough weekend for everyone. I don't have TV, but I know what's going on. Things are going, there is so much destruction going on, and I want to have some light and kindness and joy over here. So that's why. So guys, that's basically it. There are two main aspects that I want to share. Is that if you cannot afford something financially, those of you who spending a lot of money, who sending a serious amount of money, um, wow, I'm getting phone numbers. Woohoo! Those of you who are investing in a lady and you're not sure, don't be shy. Invest into knowledge and uh, make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay? Once again, do not sacrifice something you cannot afford. I had a client, one of my clients, have been sending so much money to his lady in Ukraine that he could never fly to see her. I'm gonna say this again. One of my clients was sending so much money to the lady in Ukraine that he could not ever come and see her. Is it really sacrifice you can afford? And again, the second one is time, and it's no less important. Because if you have plans, maybe you want to move to another city, maybe you want to move to another country, maybe you want to do something very special with your life, and she keeps you. So I would put a parallel to the lady want to have the time while she can have a child. She wants to have it, to have the child. For you, that would be when you have a lady and she cannot take a decision, and she's in the middle of your life, and your entire life depend on her decision, and she's not taking that decision. If she's not taking that decision, you know what it means? It means that she already took it, but she will not announce it because possibly, just a second, oops, because possibly she gets certain secondary benefits. Time, guys, you are no better than me. The time is something you cannot return, you cannot play back, you cannot push a playback button. So when you have some big decisions to make, you have to consider that. If somebody takes forever to take a decision, they probably had taken their decision already. Who is agreeing with me on this? When somebody, it seems like it takes them forever to take a decision. Do you agree that they already take a decision and they just not telling you because they have certain gains? So you have to take it for yourself, right? Exactly. Exactly. Helena is saying not making a decision is making a decision. Right, but you are sitting there and waiting, and you waiting and waiting. Yes, you may not have you may not have to give birth to a child, I hope not, but you still have limited time on this planet. You still have limited time on the planet. And if you want to become a father also, remember that you ain't getting any younger either, even in that space. You want to, if you really want to be a father, you want to have some time to spend with your child, because nothing is guaranteed. Oh my goodness. Somebody says, you said you want to keep it light today. Well, it's pretty, isn't it light? It's pretty light. Let's have some tea.
This is from YouTube.
Oh goodness. Is this lighter? Well, are you trying to say that I have been dark? I'm pretty light. It doesn't get any lighter, let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna read some of your comments, but I hope that you understand this. Whatever, if this doesn't happen the way you want it to be happening, if you cannot afford to lose, don't do it, okay? I think it's pretty light. Isn't it light? I think it's pretty easy. I'm giving you a simple solution to the hard problem. If everything is a battle, if you need to wait for centuries, if you are on the back burner, move on. And as I said, guys, I have to tell you, women do not love you just because, okay? They only start to fall in love with you just because, Jim, they start to love you just because when you becoming close, when you live with somebody for long period of time, but it's not even the time, but when you become one, it does happen. I had that experience in my life. Yes, you do sometimes reach a point when love is unconditional, but it takes a long time. Yes, also with some people, how sometimes you meet somebody and it's instant and you becoming friends. Every significant person in my life that I met, it was from the first meeting when you just, you just connect. And I never had a situation when I hated somebody at the first meeting and then they became the best person. Usually you have something, you reflect somebody, and when you do have the deep understanding, when you have similar values, when you have similar personality traits, when you are both generous, when you are both people loving, when you have same values, you value people more than you value what you can get from people, when you just look at things the same, yes, you can develop a lot of very beautiful things. But listen, we are talking about building, and we are talking about when you meet somebody, or I have another, I'm gonna get to the comments, but I have another great example. When you love somebody with addiction, loving somebody with addiction is a great example of the love you cannot afford, okay? When you love somebody with addiction, you are on the hook. They hold you hostage. You are living on a volcano and it's not in your control. So if this person does not want to help themselves, I don't know, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, I don't know, other adult addictions, whatever addictions another person have which unacceptable for you, when you love somebody with addiction, I think most common would be alcohol, drugs, other gambling, yes, other one. You think they will change. Yeah, smoking, whatever. You think they will change. It's hard for you. You accept it. You go for it. But guess who is going to lose? Who you think is going to lose? Who is going to get hurt? That is their life, and they give preference to the addiction over you. They already made their choice. They are addicted to whatever substance they addicted to. That is their love. That is their choice. So for you, when you decide to keep going with them and you living on a volcano and you have no stability, and if it's gambling, for example, your whole life is on the rocks, your whole life is, you may lose your home tomorrow, you just going downhill super fast. This is where you realize if you sacrifice time, that will be a huge sacrifice you cannot afford, and you will forever regret, and you will hold resentment. You may even hate that person. Do you realize you will always be the one that's losing? So you cannot afford when the sacrifice is bigger than what you have. You will always be disappointed. You will set yourself for major heartbreak. That's all. That's all. Jim is recommending a book called Addicted to Love. I had not read it, but it's probably good. Okay. You were okay, smoking. You were addicted to somebody. Well, yes, people also can have codependency, gambling. Yeah, gambling. Today you make money, you happy, you work so hard, you put money in a shared account. Tomorrow you wake up, the money are gone. You feel violated, you feel hurt, and you get promises, but you will always be disappointed. You will always be living on the edge. The only difference is going to be the amount of time you're going to give it. Oh, I see, Jim. Okay. It's a song, Addicted to Love. Okay. I told you before that, true love, genuine love, mutual love does not hurt. It doesn't hurt. It makes you stronger. It makes you more confident. It sparks the best in you. It's just amazing. It's really a superpower. How to say true love from fake love? True love again makes you stronger. It doesn't doubt your confidence. It doesn't ask for validation. It doesn't keep you on your tippy toes. It's calm, it's confident, it's peaceful. It doesn't tear your heart. It just gives you peace and confidence and relaxation. And you also understand that that person does not belong to you. They could and have a right to walk out at any moment. That is just life. You can put somebody in jail and hope they're gonna love it, okay? I don't believe that anybody belongs to you. It's their choice. It's like a gift, you know? It's given with open heart, and it's just when somebody does something wonderful for you, that is their choice. That's what they decide to do. And it's not because you ask them for it or you demand it. It's because their heart wants to give it to you. One day they may not want to do it. So that's why you have yourself, and you have your sense of self, and you are not a half of somebody. You are a full whole person, so you can be okay no matter what. We were wired. By the way, I have a great news for everybody. We were wired to make it through the heartbreaks. I'm gonna say this again. We were wired to make it through much harder things than heartbreaks too. Okay? We were wired to get hurt, and we were wired to get disappointed, and we were wired to keep going. Okay? The person that is supposed to be with you is not going anywhere. Whether it's, it applies for both. The person that's supposed to be with you is not going anywhere. Okay? The friend that is genuine and supportive and loves you the way you are is not going anywhere. You know what also true love is? When you know the person, you know their flaws, you know their shortcomings, but you accept it and you love them anyway. So that's what it is. But if you cannot accept it, if you feel violated, if things are in the air, if nobody gives you the date, if all the promises are remaining promises, you have the right to pull out. To pull out of this and preserve yourself. And if you don't, you will pay for it later. You will pay for it later, maybe with cancer, maybe with a mental illness and other things that can occur when you hurt yourself. So, yeah, that's so light. I just think that's the lightest topic ever, isn't it? That's pretty light. Okay, I'm trying not to laugh. So, it doesn't get any lighter, does it? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, that's not bad. But you just have to understand that in the beginning, especially, nobody gives you nobody loves you unconditionally. Okay, just understand it. Nobody loves you unconditionally in the beginning. Okay, nobody. Well, maybe your mom does or did, right? Maybe your mom, not maybe, your mom probably does and did. And if she's not around right now, she still loves you. Her love is still, like an angel, like this little cloud of love around you. Mother's love lives longer than mothers do. So your mother, yeah, she still loves you. She loves you more than anybody. But rather than that, as a man, as a masculine man, you earn it. Women do fall in love with men that shows something, that shows consistent and stability. It may take a few years, if you know what I mean. When you live with somebody for long periods of time and every day you enjoy somebody, yes, they becoming, it's different. Yes, I'm very interested. I can't wait. I'm so flattered. I'm just reading some silly questions over here. Okay, let's see. What? Jim is saying the only reason I tune in, your sense of humor. Hey, Jim. You better slow down over there. Did you just disqualify everything else I bring to the table? Just like that? Alright, where's my blog button? So, that's it. What brand of lipstick I have? Wow. It's some French Chantecaille, something very beautiful. It's actually the most expensive lipstick I have. So no, Yelena, I cannot give it to you. Uh, it called Chantakal or Chantakel. I don't remember the shade. I don't remember the shade, but I can tell you next time. It's upstairs in my room. Wow, you have a good eye. It's actually, it's. I think it's called Chantakel, something like this. It's French. It's French. Yes. Yeah, and I just want to warn you, it's not cheap. So, just so you know. You have a good eye. I can't believe you notice stuff like this because I usually work with men. They don't. They would notice if I put if I would put a potato bag on myself. Oh, you look nice today. What is that? Oh, it's a potato bag. Oh, that's cute. Hi, Aaron. Happy. Yeah, it's different having a woman on the show. I like this lipstick because it feels really good. It looks a lot better in the real lighting too. Yes, Bill, you better be afraid to mention lipstick. Thank you. Thank you, Yelena. You're so sweet. Thank you. Um okay, let me read some comments, okay? It is worth giving more that you can afford. You know we'll make it back. No, you will not make it back, guys. How don't you understand this? You will not. You have to be ready to not make it back. Basically, the point of this video, whatever you do, imagine you will never see it again. You know, if you give a gift, you don't expect anything in return. If you help somebody financially, consider that as a donation, as the investment. If you want to get something back, don't do it. There is a high chance that you won't get nothing back. Let me read the full message because the message is jumping as I'm talking. Let's see. You're doing it for the right reason, and the person use it right and even. I'll make a separate video. How do you know that you invest in the right woman? Who wants me to make that video? It would code, how do you know that you invest in the right woman? You know, there are some signs of that, but listen. You may not get it back. Okay? So you have to be ready for that. Oh, well, okay. Do the video. Is this how we ask? Where's magic word? Listen, when you feel you're doing the right thing with the right person, you don't feel like your chest, you're full of anxiety and worry, and you have this tension. You know, as far as I know, men have this tension. They're like, yeah, I know all about that. Well, when you do it for the right woman, you don't have tension. You want to give it. You want to give it and you love it, and you don't even care if things don't work out because you enjoying her so much. You have all that connection, all of it. But I want to be careful with saying this for international dating. A lot of y'all doing things online. You're sending money without. Anyway, listen. If you can send thousands upon thousands of dollars to Ukraine or Jamaica or Zimbabwe to some person, you can afford to pay a fraction of that to know if you're doing the right thing, okay? You can do it with me, you can do it with somebody else, period. If you're so generous, you can afford a professional advice personally made for you, okay? If you cannot, just do it yourself, but don't be upset. You can also, there are many videos you can watch, and also there is some work you can do analyzing, okay? Also, you can join our group. We are going to have a live call on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're on my Patreon account, if you join the group, you can have some live calls. And if you have a situation, you may have 10-15 minutes to share what's going on, and I can help you. Okay? But you should help yourself first. There are many ways to help yourself. First of all, you need to be willing to help yourself, because I cannot help you if your eyes are closed. If you want to be like this, I cannot help you. Okay. I want to share something very personal. Maybe I should not. I'm going to generalize. Sometimes you see somebody, they are going through a tough time, and you want to help them. Maybe it's a special time, maybe it's Christmas, maybe it's Mother's Day, maybe it's birthday, and you just want to give a gift of support to somebody, and then you find out that that person talks nasty behind your back. That is a disappointed, and this is where you need to stop. Don't do anything more. Don't ever regret that you did something. Learn from it and do better next time. Yeah, I found out something about a friend, not really a friend, but I would say acquaintance, some girls that I know, and it was something, lovely we were doing last Christmas. It just, everybody does something nice for somebody on Christmas, so there is nothing to be proud about. But then you find out pretty much clear into your face that somebody have been, talking smack about you, and I'm like, okay, so that goes right off my Christmas list. Of my Christmas list, crossing out. Bye. I don't know about you. I'm not doing anything good for somebody who does not appreciate it. I'm not. No way. In fact, pony up. Bunny up my money. When somebody does something for you with an open heart, don't you dare talk smack about them, especially to other people. If you're not happy about something, tell them. Don't. When you telling something terrible about the people that were nice to you, boy. Yeah, I know. And the thing is, it's not hard to recover. It's impossible to recover, Terry, and it's done. For me, it's a done deal. People who are very generous, Terry, some people like that, right? People who are very generous, they will give everything to you. They will give you your heart, their heart. They will give you their last shirt. They will give you their last hairspray. They will give you their best lipstick. But once you violate their trust, it's over. Okay? People who are open, who are naturally very generous, very loving, very caring, They give you everything. They love giving, they enjoy giving, but once you betray their trust, it's over. You know? As far as I'm concerned, it's done. It's done for me. It's done. And I made few exceptions in my life, and that was a big mistake. So I'm learning, and that lesson goes in the books, okay? It's sealed. If you don't appreciate the good, you're not gonna have nothing. You're gonna have nothing. It's pretty light today. Yes, it's a light conversation. Trust is like that. I don't have any paper right now here, but trust is like that piece of paper, like a nice, beautiful piece of paper. Once you wrinkled it, it can never be smooth. I honestly don't believe in a relationship after the trust is over. I don't want to be vulnerable, Terry. I don't want to be vulnerable to these. You see, I think that you can feel vulnerable at the moment, but I don't know. I don't feel there is a joy of being a target and being a victim. There is no joy. Be vulnerable with somebody who genuinely appreciates you. Then you can be vulnerable. You can be, you can share things. You can build something. But being vulnerable, I'm not gonna be vulnerable. Boy, I better not meet that person face to face because she's not gonna like it. Phew! If you hurt me, you're gonna be vulnerable, okay? Not anybody you on the chat. I'm just saying you in general. If somebody hurts me, if somebody hurts you, make sure that they are vulnerable and not you. That's a little Russian spice. Aaron. Yeah, the temper comes out every time. Every time. Aaron, yes, Jake is saying, you fooled me. I can't get fooled again. Yes, when somebody fooled you the first time, they a bad person, whatever. When they fooled you the second time, you are a fool. That is true. That is true. Keep moving forward. Terry is saying, that's why I will use my 2 legs to keep moving forward. Exactly. Keep moving forward. You have a lot of beautiful things coming into your life. Magic dust. Woo. Well, of course, because you're watching this show. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron is saying, listen to Veronica, do not get scammed. Well, yes, and I have so many videos about this too. But today, guys, Aaron, you came really late. We were not talking about scams, so you can watch the video later on. We were talking about some life decisions, why you should not postpone your life decision, why you see, when you count on other people before way too early, you basically going to get hurt every single time. If you have some very important plan, if you have something important, if it does not important for the other person, you don't have that much in common. I have an example with a lady, if the lady is reaching certain time when it's really important for her to have that child, if the man is married, in a difficult relationship, if he is taking a hard decision, it's a great time to make it easy for him and close that door. Because you, as a woman, gonna miss out, and you will be the one who made the sacrifice that you can never get the time back. Jim. Jim is saying the Slavic temper is one of the characteristics about my friend that captured my heart. Good. Let me tell you, we have some blood in those veins, not water. Right? There's definitely some boiling blood and not some see-through clear water in those veins. So that's true. I hear from people that they consider Slavic people to have strong core. It could be true. It could be true. Wow, I'm getting some serious numbers. This is not the kind of numbers I want to get, my dear friends. My dear friend, can I have the equivalent in dollars? I promise I would still show up. Yes, it's a beautiful song, Terry. I love it. Very beautiful song. You have to align, your goals have to be aligned. Exactly. Okay, guys, we are going on a light, okay? I told you everything I need to tell you. Listen, I don't want to repeat things as a broken record, okay? I just want to laugh. Yes, it's not the kind of number to impress me. Oh my goodness. Getting some serious offers here, guys, so be quiet, okay? Let's hold the room. Stop making me laugh. Okay. Okay. Aaron is saying, guys, if you ever travel to Ukraine or Russia, do not go into the clubs or restaurants selected by the lady. Well, y'all too old for clubs, I'm telling you. So, no, no clubs. Oh my goodness. I'm not saying this was being cruel, but this is not the kind of ladies. It's not the kind of ladies you want to meet, okay? Um, yes, as a man, you pay, you choose the place, okay? You pay, you know, we have the saying in Ukraine, who is paying? The person's paying the person ordering the music. So if you paying, you choose the place. Yeah, don't be manipulated going into the place that you can't pay for. You absolutely, you choose the place. If you are that, you choose the place. Okay. So any more last minute questions, comments, compliments, Viber phone numbers, club soda? Well, you know, they have concerts and lounges, but clubs has very bad reputation, okay? And you know, when you see certain people in listen, we all done with clubs. Even I'm done with clubs. So, there is good and bad, but come on now. You will find a lot of professionals in the clubs. Professionals, you know what I'm saying? So if you want that kind of therapy, sure. But then don't cry, okay? Don't cry. Don't call me, you know. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Yeah, you can catch a lot of things and none of them you want. None of them you want, right? Okay, guys, any more last question stuff? Guys, I just can't. We just can't live without each other, can we? Okay. Yeah, walking in the woods can take a toll on you, but makes you more romantic. You can't be perfect. Even you're absolutely perfect, people can't relate to you, you know? Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you. I love the energy in the room. Thank you, Yelena. Jim is saying that's why I have no friends. Oh my god. Jim. Oh. You know, when I was in school, I think it was like I was maybe 14, 15. I would get this hysterical laughter, and I don't know if anybody ever had this. I think it was hormonal, when you grow from a girl, you become a teenager, a woman, young woman, whatever. I would have this laughter, and I cannot stop it. I don't want to laugh, but I laugh. And I get in so much trouble for it. And I would laugh, and I would have tears coming out of my eyes, and the teacher would be mad at me. And then, like 5 minutes later, the teacher will start laughing, and the whole entire classroom will start laughing. It was just, and nobody could 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 stop it. It was crazy. I feel like it's coming back. Yeah, Jim was saying, "Yep, most inappropriate time possible." That's right, and you can't do it. I wasn't the class clown. What are you talking about? Giggles, yes, exactly. You say like you ate you had like a giggle, yes. And it was so funny because people would be mad at me. They'd be like, and then they would get it, and it would be just kind of like like a virus. Bill, what do you mean? Is it us or the walk in the woods? Both. It's both. It's just good mood. Good mood. So, 92 minutes of a light conversation. Yeah. I hate it when the teacher said the joke and you get it later when he's serious. Yeah, right. Yes. So, guys, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining. I know we had some side stuff going on. I'm thinking maybe once a month or every other week we can have a topic when actually I will not have a topic. You will be the topic. So I'll just be live here. I'll have my tea and I'll be just like, yeah. Go full ahead. And you all just can ask all kinds of questions. And I will be only reading questions and talking about your questions. Maybe every other week we can have a call like that. And if you want to be special, you know what to do. Tea time with Veronica, yes. Ruslan is making more beautiful videos. Yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes. I don't know if I'm gonna post his link to his channel under the video because he has been making videos and boy, he makes some valid points. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Yes, I will disappear for sure because we are on 94 minutes of this love session. But actually, yes, guys, you know what? the doing something physical always gives you energy. I actually want to tell you that good old things always work. You know, spending time with friends, breaking laws during quarantine, it all gives you energy. Thank you. I love the being outside recharging time. Even if my hair were catching up on the trees, but it's a style. Can't go wrong. Yes, I know. Yes, you're very welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate you all. It was a very light session, or at least we call it light on this channel. It's very light. So, yes, new styles. Woohoo! Somebody said that when you have some slight imperfections, people can relate to you more than when you absolutely picture perfect, because people feel unrelatable. So I am over here making sure you guys can relate. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for the kind words. I see them all. You make it hard to argue. 8 miles, Wayne. Good job. I know, it's a perfect. Y'all, I don't know, Wayne, what state you're at? I'm in Michigan, and y'all be jealous. You all be jealous now, okay? All of you, be jealous, okay? Because one day we have like 84 degree, another day we have 65 degrees, another day we have 70 degrees. So it's like you're not always into hot. It's like cool, warm sun, hot. It's like so much variations. Um, Stop, Terry. So we have such a great variety. Like it was hot last week, and this week it cool off. It's so nice. I am southern in winter, and I love Florida, and I love Texas, and I probably love all the other states, but I hadn't visited them yet. Veronica is gonna do a survival video on how to keep a relationship going while outdoors. I don't know if I have experience on that. Do I have experience in that? I'm not sure. Well, I'm gonna keep reading questions. But talking about outdoors, it's nice when you have somebody who loves to be outdoors. Terry, you should make a video about relationships and whatever the heck outdoors. I don't camp. I don't live in trails. Like I don't like any bugs. So yeah, I'm not sure I'm not sure I'm qualified. Yeah, I don't know. I just Houston, San Antonio, great. Yeah, I love Texas. I haven't been to Virginia. Uh, yeah, tomorrow is a gorgeous day, exactly. So Terry, you'll have to make a script for the video because I don't remember surviving outside. You have a lot more experience than I do. At least from what I want to share. You are very welcome, Scott. Um, Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. So, guys, thank you for contributing. Thank you for supporting the channel. I will be posting updates for you. And if you came late, I probably will leave this channel this video on the channel. Even if I move it, you can still have time to watch it today. Please listen. It was a serious video, okay? It was pretty. I want you to understand most important things. When you do something, do only things that you will not regret. If you do things conditionally, almost always you are going to lose. I'm gonna say this again. When you are doing things conditionally, it's almost guaranteed that you are going to lose. Okay? So Jim, did you just call me typical? All right. Yeah, I may move it later on because YouTube. No, it's okay, Jim. I'm kidding. You know that YouTube doesn't really favor these long videos. I also try to keep some information on different okay. Yeah, Terry, I definitely need that hairspray. So thank you. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for the fun night. Thank you for your generous donations. Thank you for contributing and for the great light energy in the room, appreciation, fun time, and a light atmosphere despite of a heavy topic. So with that being said, I wish you a wonderful night. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Same to you. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everyone. I hope you have wonderful morning tomorrow, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.